If you've been patiently waiting for Season 2 of Prime's The Wheel of Time, then September is gonna be your favorite month this year. Not only because of sweater weather, but also because the new season is out. Let's take a look at what we know so far and what to expect in Season 2 of this awesome fantasy-filled adventure show. While obviously most of the plot is being kept under wraps until the episodes are released, it's been revealed that Season 2 is largely based on the second book of the best-selling series by Robert Jordan called The Great Hunt. The showrunner, Rafe Judkins, also admitted that they took a bit from Book 3 too, though the writers weren't content to simply lift the plot from the books. For example, as Judkins pointed out in an interview with Collider, there isn't that much of Lan and Moiraine in The Great Hunt. So he revealed that the writers had to create a lot more original content for those two characters than they might have otherwise. Marcus Rutherford, who plays Perrin, also revealed that Season 2 provides what he called a bit of a time jump, but it remains to be seen exactly how that'll play out. Regardless of whatever time jumps occur, the visual effects and makeup departments held nothing back when creating the evil Trollocs, which feature prominently in Season 2.
We mixed extraordinary prosthetics with VFX, unlike anything I've seen on TV.
But there were also logistical issues to deal with, like the fact that the Trollocs' horns have to have a delicate balance. On the one hand, the crew didn't want to injure any of the actors, especially as they flew through the air on wires and hit the ground, etc. So the horns had to be designed to come off easily. Because impaling an actor is a really quick way to lose your insurance. But also, they couldn't waste time reattaching them for the next shot.
Because they've all got massive horns on, but will snap back on.
But the end result? Creatures you definitely don't want to come across in real life or your dreams.
The Trollocs are nightmare fuel.
But it's not just grunting animal villains in Season 2. Rosamund Pike talked about how great it is that in Season 2, the show also explores the verbal side of the villains. She says that the villains in Season 1 were certainly worthy opponents, but that they lacked a verbal element.
You don't have the mind games that we definitely start to get in Season 2.
We do know that some of those villains with voices will be the Seanchan. They are a somewhat controversial group in the books because they were written as particularly brutal characters, especially towards women. They're also known to enslave other races. So it'll be interesting to see how much of that is incorporated into Season 2 of the show. But at the very least, it's a clear indication that no character is safe based on the deaths of book characters at the hands of the Seanchan. One character we certainly hope sticks around is Moiraine. When asked about how the character has grown from Season 1, Rosamund Pike talked about how last season, Moiraine lost a degree of control. She was less able to hold her ground over the course of the first season, according to Rosamund, which had some strong repercussions.
So we see a far less confident Moiraine, an unfamiliar territory for the character.
But in Season 2, she gains new qualities.
But we see resilience. Resilience is her trait, as we see her have to battle some of the same enemies and some new ones.
We also see the thing that makes her remarkable, like her ability to play out scenarios like a chess grandmaster.
So she's always 16 moves ahead.
Unfortunately, Rosamund wasn't able to bounce these chess moves off of the other actors very much in Season 2 though. That's because of the physical distance she had from them while filming Season 2. In Season 1, the main group of actors were on set together constantly, and that helped build camaraderie and a great working environment for them. But according to Rosamund, her storyline, along with Josha Stradowski, who plays Rand, meant that they weren't able to see their fellow actors very much. She revealed that in Season 2, Moiraine is cut off from the One Power. Her storyline necessitated a stint filming in Morocco for 2 months. That meant they weren't with their co-stars that entire time, which they found frustrating. This was especially true for Pike, who said that not shooting with Daniel Henney's character, Lan, felt akin to losing a limb. Said Rosamund, "We moved as a duo, we moved as a pair throughout the whole of Season 1, and I got very comfortable with that dynamic. So to have to sort of lose it, that was a big loss for me and Moiraine in the shooting of Season 2. Another aspect that's quite different from the first season is the channeling. Rosamund talks about how they've reimagined the channeling, which she says is so important, it's basically a character in the show. And the way they do it in Season 2 is apparently a big departure from Season 1.
I think you'll see fans will enjoy channeling being much more tethered to the character who is weaving the One Power.
Of course, the characters are all evolving too. Madeline Madden talks about how her character, Egwene, continues her arc as being a novice in the world of the show and in forging her own path.
She's ever the eager, learner and has always got an open mind.
And like Rosamund Pike, Madeline says that one of the big things we see in Season 2 is Egwene's resilience.
She is feeling insecure and having a bit of an identity crisis. I think that is still at the heart of what she is seeking out.
Then there's Daniel Henney, who plays Lan. For Season 2, his character embarks on his own path.
I'm very excited to, for people to see this solo journey that he went on because.
And Josha Stradowski says that Rand is, in many ways, the same as he was before, and yet changing in Season 2.
He's trying to run back to the Two Rivers, but also running away from it.
He talks about how the crux of the Two Rivers gang is their shared history. They know each other's families, they've celebrated birthdays together, you name it. So the pull for them and Rand is back to the safety of that world. But in Season 2, Rand can't.
He has said goodbye to his friends and can live, or at least try to live, a new life.
Marcus Rutherford, who plays Perrin, revealed that the creatives in the show were given instructions to make the whole thing, quote, bigger, a bit darker, and a bit more mature in its time as well. He also talked about how in Season 2, the characters are all a little bit wiser and have accepted that they won't be able to simply go back home. So, assuming the Trollocs don't give me too many nightmares, I'm definitely going to watch every episode as soon as it's released. Have any theories about where Season 2 might go? Pop them in the comments section.